I passed somebody, and as soon as I got into the lane, my wheel just locked. Locked. I couldn't do anything. It just fucking locked. Like, and it's got. Oh my God, my life is gone forever.
This was a drunk teenager who caused the death of a poor 12-year-old kid in a road collision, and still tried to play the victim card. Accidents happen every day, but not one that claims a kid pedestrian's life. On the 11th of July 2023, the police received reports about a collision that involved multiple vehicles and a 12-year-old child. The child ended up in a life-threatening condition. The people around tried helping the kid with CPR before the police came around to join. The kid eventually got the necessary attention at the scene of the accident. Carson, the teen driver, who was the major cause of this accident, was seen shirtless at the scene.
No.
So we need to
I was in this last June. No, I was involved.
You drove in the truck?
Yes, but
Were you the only one in the truck?
Can I please?
Take a breath.
I passed one vehicle. I got into the
How many cars were there?
No. Please, no. I literally, I was in a coma last June.
Come over here.
Oh my God.
Come talk to me over here.
So is this a guy that was in that truck? No, just leave it. Hey guy, just so you need to know, were you in the black? I don't know.
Yes,
okay, all right.
I just bought that in February.
Yeah, I know. What's your name?
Carson. Yes, I was at the Cedar River by the Maple Valley course over there. I was just driving back, and I did pass one vehicle. Yes, I accept that. But I don't know what the.
Indeed, this is a traumatic experience that could cause any reaction from the people involved. But Carson's reaction seemed overboard. This might be owing to the fact that he was drunk, and it might be that he was just trying to play the victim card. He was not the one who was going to die. The 12-year-old kid he hit was. If there was anything he should be thinking of, it should be the kid, not his own self-preservation. The officer in charge was calm enough with him to get his details.
Yes, I was at the Cedar River by the Maple Valley course over there. I was just driving back, and I did pass one vehicle. Yes, I accept that. But I don't know what the a Ford F-150 2015.
Which car are you driving?
Over here. It's the one that's in the f***ing ditch.
And you're okay. And you're
I'm
by
sorry.
yourself here?
I am physically okay, but mentally this
Carson,
happened last year.
Carson, can you walk with me over here? Let's step away from all this. Here, come over here. Are you injured?
No, I'm physically not injured.
Okay,
Oh my God.
Here, come over here. Let's just step away from all this. This is a lot.
He said he passed one car. You'd later discover that he passed two cars. To be clear, the area was a no-pass zone. There are cautions for reasons. Well, we can give him the benefit of doubt because he was distressed while speaking. It might be a simple oversight. Luckily for the officers, there were witnesses who were willing to give statements on the accident.
Watch the collision happen if you would.
Yeah, I'll grab a statement from you in just a sec, okay?
This is a bottle that came out of the bag that the guy dumped with the beers that weren't open. And he threw the empty bag over the truck. This also came out of that bag.
Okay.
Carson wouldn't stop whining about his life being over while a kid's life was about to be ended because of his recklessness. The dead kid gets no chance to live his dreams. If Carson ends up getting convicted, he mostly will be getting out sooner or later. This is not the same for the kid who doesn't have a chance to live anymore.
I just came from the river.
Okay.
Oh my
Let's come here.
God. I gave him, I don't know if you can see blood.
I see, yeah. Sounds like you did good there. You helped him, right?
No, I didn't do good.
Here, come here,
Oh
Carson.
my God.
How old are you, Carson?
I'm 19 and my life is gone.
Where do you live, man?
I live in Maple Valley. My life is gone.
Where were you heading to?
I was going to Maple Valley.
The police officers didn't waste any time in getting the necessary details from people on the scene. These were the people in the vehicle that Carson passed on the road.
We were driving this way.
Guy that was driving.
And this truck passed us in a no passing zone. quite fast.
Very fast.
Which way were they coming?
They were going
We were
that
both
way. We were
coming
all
this
going
direction.
This way.
And they had a bunch of cars ahead of them. We did not see the actual accident happen, but as we came over that rise, we saw smoke.
So they were behind you initially?
Initially,
They were
then
behind
passed
us
and
about
the accident happened after
half a
he
mile
passed.
back, and they passed us in a no-pass.
They didn't get to see the actual accident happen, but there were other witnesses. Hopefully, they got more details to confirm Carson's story. Before that, let's have a more detailed report from Carson.
I passed somebody, and as soon as I got into the lane, my wheel just locked. Locked. I couldn't do anything. It just fucking locked. Like, and it's got. Oh my God, my life is gone forever. I bought it in February. I bought it in February from. The name I knew him by was Bubba. I could tell you their exact address. I could leave.
So you just bought the car, okay. Were you late?
I drank a couple beers in the river, but no, I can plausibly stand for myself if that's what you are requiring me to do.
Were you late, or how come you're like hostile?
No, I just got the truck. I just put the shocks in literally 2 days ago. Rancho shocks. I just put them in.
Okay.
And regardless of that aspect, I was just trying to just feel the comfort of the ride. And
Okay.
And I didn't.
So you're just cruising. You're going.
I'm in the wrong, but I don't want to lift my life away. If I have to push my life away, I'm gonna go away. That's. I don't hate you in any respect.
Right.
But I don't know what the went wrong for it to hang right.
They're gonna ask, how fast do you think you're going when the kid was hit?
50.
50?
50.
Okay. And
55
then,
max. No, I didn't pass freeway limit at all.
So you're going this way?
Yes, I was coming down this way.
Did you crash before or after the kid
No,
was hit?
I let go. I realized it occurred because it was right here the pass. Yes? Or you don't know?
I don't know.
The pass was right here, and then I came into this lane, and it's as if he came from this house because his mother came out immediately.
Okay.
And she wasn't on a scooter, so I'm assuming this is plausibly their house.
Okay.
He was kind of.
It is still hard to understand what he meant by the wheel getting locked. He also further said it locked towards the right. This was him literally saying it was not entirely his fault. Was this really not his fault? We would find out. This is another statement from a witness.
The guy with no shirt?
He was somewhat agitated, yeah. Another gentleman here told him, he wasn't angry, but he was distressed. And he said the blood on his face was because of the person he was trying to help. And I don't know if they hit that person because they were crossing the street or if they came out of the car. We just saw the body as we were.
After this witness's statement, Carson continued to give his report.
He came out of nowhere, and it's not his fault at all.
So you're coming this way.
I'm coming this
Which
way.
Which lane were you in when he was hit?
This way.
You're in the middle?
I came across and then was in this lane.
Okay.
And I don't know which vehicle it was. I don't know. I don't claim. I don't blame guilt.
Yeah.
I don't.
Nice. Okay. Sorry.
I don't know whose vehicle was in between each, but I thought I saw white, and I'm just saying I thought on the premise of I was in this almost near exact accident last year, but it was more of a I didn't want to be here type of thing, and I'm gonna save you the spiel for that. But I thought it was a white car. We were in between them. I thought I was able to control it a little bit, but it just wouldn't let me turn it. It wouldn't let me turn it.
So you're coming on the road. You got the new Rancho shocks.
Rancho shocks. I was at 45 miles an hour. I think this is like 35, 25.
Let's step over here so that the medic can get through.
Is he? Please tell me if he's okay. Like, is there a beat?
They're working on it.
Is there a heartbeat?
At least he cared for the kid once. It's something, even though it appeared he only cared knowing that was what could remove him from the risk of being jailed.
I'm not justifying any of this, because...
I know. So Carson...
I'm gonna go to jail forever. And I genuinely don't know what occurred for it to hang to the right.
Well, he said he was not justifying it, Wait till to the end if Carson was worth being fully held for the death of the 12-year-old kid. Carson was not the only one in the vehicle he drove. He had his girlfriend and 2 other friends with him. One of them fled already. That only happens when there's a strong acceptance of blame for a situation.
What did you see?
So we were heading down in the Volvo from this way. All I kind of saw is the truck kind of hit something in the rear and started spinning around, and there was a lot of smoke just hurled into the ditch. Fire kind of started, and me and my friends just pulled over there, ran to help people out of the truck. There was 4 people. I think the guy in the green shirt and baseball cap, the shirtless guy, and then his, I think he said it was his girlfriend, the other lady. And then there was also African American dude who got out of the car as well. He hopped over the fence that way, and I mean, I don't see him around anymore, but I don't know who was the driver. It sounds like it could either be the shirtless dude, or I don't know if the guy who fled because he was driving, or I don't know.
Carson seemed to have a lot more details to share. He also kept reiterating everything he had said earlier.
3 hours max.
Okay.
And yes, we drank a couple twisted teas.
Twisted
I'm
tea?
not hiding from that.
I know, you seem to be very honest with me.
I don't know what the occurred in the I just bought it in February from Bubba. That's what I got. I have his exact house.
Is it in your name yet?
It is in my name, yes.
Okay, alright. Do you have the keys on you?
They're in the truck.
They're in the truck.
I got
Okay.
out. I decided I'm gonna leave it where
Yeah.
I'm done.
So
I'm done.
how many twisted teas do you think you had?
4.
4? Okay.
But this was
Started
over the
what-
span of 2-3 hours.
Yeah. So do you know what time you started drinking? Roughly?
Specifically, no. But 2-3 hours ago.
2-3 hours. Do you know about what time it is right now?
He contacted me at 1:30, and then we got together about 2, and then headed here about 2:30.
Okay. Alright. Around 2:30. Alright.
The cause of this accident should not even be a surprise. It is simply alcohol. He claimed to be sober enough, but the accident and his comportment says completely otherwise. The officers asked him more details about his intake of weed.
And you drove straight from there to here? Did you make any stops along the way?
No, I came from my house in Pebble Creek, Maple Valley, picked up my friend, who is also my coworker.
Okay.
I don't know the name of the neighborhood, and then my friend came. We went back to my house. My friend Guam Gulade, I forget the legal standard of his name. He's Muslim. Came to our house. We then drove from here all the way to the Maple Valley Highway. I don't know the name of that park field or anything. Okay. That's where we went, and then we were just on the way back from there.
Okay.
And then I ruined it, bro. Oh my god.
Hey, careful with the ditch. Careful, careful.
I'm sorry, I'm just like...
So, Carson.
He had alcohol just about 2 to 3 hours prior to the accident, and he had finished smoking weed around 11:30 a.m. that morning. There needs no other evidence that Carson was under influence. The officer knew so well to do a sobriety test.
Carson, are you willing to consent to voluntary field sobriety tests?
Yes.
Okay. All right, just give me a second. 7-5, can I have another unit come stand by me for asbestos over?
After getting his consent, they asked a few more questions and then proceeded with the tests.
All right, and I just want to make sure I have all the information. So, as far as any drugs or alcohol, you drank the 4-ish twisted teas?
Yes.
Okay.
And I casually smoke weed on the sense of I hate it because I don't want to justify
What time did you smoke weed today?
Like in the morning. I take a dab every morning because
Like what time did you finish?
11:30 o'clock.
11:30?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not trying to justify it.
There was even no need waiting for the sobriety test results to know that Carson is definitely under the influence of alcohol. The police officers didn't hesitate to cuff him and have him arrested under the charge of vehicular assault or homicide.
So Carson, right now you're under arrest for DUI, potentially vehicular assault, or homicide.
So I can say goodbye, yes? Hey, can I tell my girlfriend the number to call? So she doesn't have a home.
Okay. Well, yeah, hang
Just
on.
tell her.
We'll
I know, I understand. I understand that.
go ahead and have a seat. I'll put this on before I forget. Okay. So, right now you're under arrest for DUI. We're investigating a potential vehicular homicide.
I completely understand the DUI.
Okay. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you for question if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer questions or make any statements. We're also audio and video recording.
Yes.
Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yes.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us?
After so much effort from the officers, the 12-year-old boy eventually lost his life.
What's that?
Someone okay?
No. He died.
It's a sad one to know that a young life was lost due to someone's recklessness. Sadly, it could have been avoided. Later, blood samples were gotten from Carson to further confirm if he was indeed drunk. Alcohol and THC were found in his blood. To make matters worse, he claimed to have driven under 50 meth to the officer when he was giving a statement. Yet it was later found out that he was driving at 90 meth. He passed 2 vehicles in a no-pass zone while he was drunk. Regardless of his claims of the wheel being locked, those 2 are enough cause for accidents. Also, they found an unregistered weapon in his vehicle. This added a charge of weapons violations to his charges. Carson initially pleaded not guilty in the court. It's amazing to think he is not at fault. He was convicted and sentenced to 6.5 years in prison. What do you think about this story? Subscribe to watch true crime stories like this.